Hey guys, it's Amanda here from Faithfully Homemade, and today's video I'm going to show you my preschoolers lessons and activities for this week. These are his shelf work activities, and he turned 3 just 2 months ago. So just to give you a reference of where he's at, so these are preschool activities. So let me go ahead and show you the first one. Okay, so this week I pulled out 3 letters for us to focus on. We're going to focus on P, Q, and R. We've done all of our letters already, but now we're going to go back and just kind of, we've been reviewing different letters. So I have, these are our alphabet sticks for P, Q, and R, and we will practice. So I will he will hold this up, or I will hold this up, and he will say capital P. P says pig. Lowercase p. P says pig. Same thing. Uppercase R says rabbit. Lowercase r says rabbit. And same thing with Q for queen, uppercase and lowercase. So we will use those this week. I will leave links below where you can get all these and download them to print them out for your kids on my website, so check that out if you're interested. Okay, so then I have P, Q, and R here. These are Becca pages. He's going to, obviously he will color and kind of trace the P's and decorate these pages. And this one, and we will also sing the song. So, penny penguin, P says p, pig pear purple, peanut pancakes present, P says p. And we will do the same for Q this week, and we will do the same for R this week as a review. Okay, then another thing I have for reviewing these letters. Okay, I pulled out these activity alphabet strips, and I just pulled out P, Q, and R here, and the same thing, P, Q, and R. These come in a download on my website where you can get these, and what he's going to do is I'm going to have him use these little caps. These are from those squeezable baby food jars, or baby food, things. Anyway, I saved them. I'm going to have him use them. And what he will do is, for example, for this one, here's capital P, find lowercase p. When he finds it, he's going to use one of these to cover it up. Then he'll do the next one. Here's capital Q, find lowercase q. He will cover it up. He can use these little lids here. So that's what he will do for those, P, Q, and R. And then I also have P, Q, and R here for finding beginning sounds. So P says p, p, p. Can you find the picture that begins with P? And he will cover it up. Sorry, there's a glare. There we go. No, still a glare. He will do the same for Q, so he will cover up the quilt. And he will do the same for R. He will cover up the rocket. All right, then I'll show you the next activity. Okay, for this next activity, I pulled out my alphabet puzzles. Again, you can get these off my website. I have printed them out, cut them, laminated them, and all that kind of thing. And I pulled out P, Q, and R. And then what he's going to do is he's going to put them together. So he will put capital P and lowercase p together. And they say pig. And then I also have these little animals here. They have letters on them. So I pulled out R for rhinoceros, P for penguin, and this one has a Q for quail. And then he's going to take whichever animal matches the puzzle, and he's going to put it on top. So P for penguin and P for pig. And he'll do the next one. And he'll put it together. And we'll talk about queen. And then we will say capital Q, lowercase q. Q says queen. It also says which one. And he will pick it up. Quail. And he will put that on top. And then he will also do R for ring and rhinoceros. So that is what he's going to do for that. All right, let me show you the next thing. Okay, again, I pulled out my little alphabet sticks. And right now I have the capital letters showing. And then I pulled out a bunch of these little pictures. These come in a download on my website. It's an alphabet download. And what he's going to do is he's going to look at the picture, and then we're going to say the name. Quarter. What does it start with? And he'll throw it in there. This one is queen. I think actually I don't have them mixed up right now. But I will mix them up, and then like pencil will go in there. And he can do pear in there, and rock goes in R. And let's see, rug, and quilt, and pig, and pizza. You will put those in there. I also have 3 cards from a different one of my downloads, alphabet downloads. I'll leave links below again. And then he's going to put these in the right one. So, ring, and pig, and quilt again. And then I have these big cards. These are Abeka cards, and we're just going to say the name of it, and then he can tell me what it starts with. So, and I just pulled out the P, Q, and R ones, obviously. So we have pie, queen for Q, pencil for P, quarter for Q, rattle for R, and rabbit for R. So we will just use those to go over sounds and matching them up. And I may, actually, what I may have him do is I may show him the card like, rabbit, which one? And then have him pick the stick. And then he can put the stick back, and we'll do the next one. So, rattle, and he will pick the stick. And then we can do the next one, quarter, and he can pick the stick that matches. So that is probably how I will do those. All right, let's go on. Another activity I have here this week is just a puzzle. This is a Melissa and Doug puzzle, and it has different pictures to represent each of the sounds. So I will just give him the puzzle pieces, and we will just have fun putting them in the puzzle and practicing uppercase and lowercase and the sounds of the alphabet. All right, next activity. Okay, we are on to math now. The first one is a shapes activity, and I'm going to do this with my 3 and 4-year-old because my 4-year-old could use some more practice with shapes as well. And what we're going to do is these are shaped bean bags, so we will toss them to each other and say the name of the shape. So toss it, hexagon. They will toss it back, say hexagon, and so on for all of these. So I have a whole bunch of those in here. We will just kind of toss them back and forth to practice our shapes. Then I have a little shape book. You can get this off my website, and we are going to go through the different shapes in this book. And then as we go through it, we're going to say circle, circle, and then I will have them find the circle and put it on the page. Oval, we don't have that one, so we will not do it on that one. But we will go through the book, and the ones that we have, we will put on there. So, rectangle, we have that one. So we will do rectangle. Square, we have a square, so we will put that on there, and so on. So that's just kind of fun. As we read the book, we will find the different shapes and put it on there. I've done this before with them. You've seen that in some of my other videos. So it's not new, but I go back and redo different activities. All right, these are some of my math cards from my math activity card download, and I pulled out the shapes, as you see here. And then we're just going to match and say the name of the shape. So, what is the boy holding? He's holding a rectangle, and then we'll cover up rectangle. What is the girl holding? She's holding a circle, and then they're going to cover up the circle. And so on, okay? An octagon. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. Octagon, triangle, and so on, okay? And we will talk about the names of the shapes as they find the matching shape underneath. And then the last thing I have is just a puzzle. As you can see here, it's a Melissa and Doug puzzle. And here are the pieces, and they will practice putting this puzzle together and saying the name of the shapes. All right, next. Okay, so for this next activity, I'm using these cars, and my son absolutely loves cars. These are from 2 different Melissa and Doug toys. The first one is like a big truck, and it comes with these cars, and they have numbers on them all the way to 6. And then these are like stacking cars that you can stack like so. What I'm going to have him do is I will give him one car, like the number 1, and I will have him take and stack 1 car. Then the number 2, he's going to stack 2 cars. So it's practicing his counting. Car number 3, he's going to stack 1, 2, 3 cars. You get the idea. My son loves cars. And so this will be just kind of be fun. The 4 car, he's going to stack 1, 2, 3, 4. You get the idea. And it also is practicing his fine motor skills by stacking these Okay, because number 6 would be really difficult. So now I've used all my cars, so we'll have to take some of them down again when we do 5 and 6. But that'll just be a really fun counting activity with cars. Okay, so to carry on with my car theme, I have these little magnets, and they're all different types of vehicles. And then I have these cards just with numbers 1 through 10. And what we're going to do is I'm going to give him a card, and then he will put that many magnets on his tray. So 1, 1. And then we'll probably mix it up, and here's 4. So he will take 4 of his magnets, 1, 2, and he will count 4 magnets. So he's just practicing counting again, and so on. I probably won't have them in order. I'll probably mix them up so that he has to do them in different order. But that is what that one is for. So I love magnets and puzzle pieces. They're so versatile for all sorts of different activities. Okay, and then I also just have some of our favorite counting books in here to read with him. I love these golden books. This is an old one. It's one of our favorites. So I just threw those in here for this week. And then I just have one more thing to show you. Okay, so the last thing is, this is my son's sensory tray, or sensory bin, I should say. And I changed it up this week, and I put some green sand in here. And then I put this puzzle in here, which you can get off my website. I'll leave a link below. And I also put a Q, P, and R puzzle piece. What he's going to do is he is going to find a piece, put it down, and then he's going to dig around to find another piece that starts with Q, since we were doing P, Q, and R this week. And then he's going to put the puzzle together like this. He will probably need help because he's only 3. And then, once it's together, I'm going to have him find the Q piece and put that one on top, and then he is done. Now he can go on to P. He will put P together. He will find all the pieces that start with P in here. Anyway, and when he gets all done, I'll let him play in the sand, which will kind of be fun. So, that is it, guys. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Oh, and stay tuned, because I'm going to do a video on what I have planned for my kindergartner. And so, looking forward to that. See you next time.